Studio Code, the development IDE, development integrated development environment, to write JavaScript, which will be the coding language we are going to use for WebdriverIO web automation. So we will be installing first NodeJS, which is the runtime environment to run JavaScript code in your machine, be it Windows, Mac or Linux. So first you need to install Node.js. So you can just go and install any latest version available. So this is a Mac machine I'm using, so should be straightforward no matter what your operating system is. So just go here. If you're in Mac, you can click on this. Windows is an MSI installer, and not if it's Linux, you can use the Linux binaries directly. So either installer or binary I can use for Mac. So to install, just click and it will get downloaded. So all you will have to do is open it in the folder in which it gets created. It gets downloaded, double click on it, and it will start running the installer. Just go through it and you can install anywhere you wanna install. So it'll ask you for the password because I have given a password authentication in my machine. So you will have to have admin privilege. It will tell you like what location is going to install it. So default location in a Mac machine. Just install it. So once you install it, you can move the installer to the bin. And to test whether it's there, you can open a terminal. Using command space, you will get the shortcut to go there. Type in your terminal. Once the terminal opens, you can do is type node -v. So showing the latest version I installed is v18. You can install that. Anything more around like 16 or not, version 16 should be fine for our work. So now we have Node.js installed. It is a runtime. Second thing we need to do is install a good editor. So one I prefer is Visual Studio Code. You can also use WebStorm or any of the JavaScript supporting editors for writing code and running it and compiling it and troubleshooting it. I mean like debugging the code. So be it whatever OS you are using, just download the installer for that. So now we can, so in my machine I'll just go to the Mac Visual Studio installer. Once it's downloaded, again the same way. So here what I can do is so once it's downloaded, I can either put it here or move to the applications folder, or I can keep it in some subfolder. So what I would do is I already have a folder created for this tutorial, so I'll just go and put it there. So once this is downloaded, the Visual Studio Code installer, I will just move it into this folder and just unzip it. Double clicking on it, it will unzip the package. So here it is. This is Visual Studio Code. So either you can double click and open it. You just need to approve. Or the other thing you can do is just do command space and type in Visual Studio. It will come up. So once it's open, so this is our editor that we'll be using throughout this tutorial to write our program in JavaScript. So once you have it, to open the project, just go to the folder that we have created. So in my machine, I have a space for this WebdriverIO. Let's create a folder online. So I'll create a new folder, episode 1. So this is going to be our project folder. Just approve. Since it's newly installed, you can just approve this. Okay, so basically if you see right now, there is nothing in this project. It's just a Visual Studio project. So how to make this a Node.js JavaScript project? So you can see over here, there is an option, a new terminal. If you click on this, instead of using the terminal that we opened earlier, which is this one, we can use the integrated terminal in Visual Studio Code. That's much easier because automatically it goes to the path of our project. You can start doing whatever you want to do. So since we are going to create an JavaScript project, Node.js JavaScript project, we can use the Node Package Manager, which is also called npm, the shortcut Node Package Manager. So it is a command that we can use to create a project. So to start a simple JavaScript project, what you have to do is type in npm init. So we are initializing a project, so short form init. So if you type in npm init, it will come up with a prompt that will ask you a few questions, answer them, and it will create a file called package.json. So package.json is a file, a JavaScript is a file in the JavaScript project, which tells Node that this is a JavaScript project and these are the libraries that it need to run the program, and all those basic information. It will be more clear once we go deep into it and understand what it exactly do. So it's asking me what should be the name of the package, and it just prompting with the name of the folder. I will just let it do the default thing. The version is 1 because it's a new one. Test training project, just give a description. So the entry point will be the basic entry point to our project. So in a project there could be hundreds of JavaScript files, but there will be one entry point, and it's asking us what should be the entry point and giving us a default name. I will just let it use that same name. We don't have any test command now. I'll just leave it blank. No git repository right now. No keywords. Author, my name. I will just give my name. You can give your name. There is no license as of now. We have to give. So once you accept all that, it will give you a small snippet of what is going to create. So this will be the content of the package.json file. If you say yes, it will take that. So what it has done is it has run the npm command and is saying like what is the version available and all those basic information. So if you want to update, it's asking me to update it, but I will just leave it right now. But you can always update to the latest version. It should not create much problem. So now if you see in your folder, we have package.json. Also, if you go to the if you go inside the folder, you can see the package.json file is there. So this clearly explains what this project is about, what is the name of this package, the description, the version, the main file. So if you just create a file here called index.js, and I'll just create a simple function, JavaScript function in this. So to create a function, you just need to use a keyword function and then the name of the function, open and close parentheses, open curly bracket. Inside that you can write any code. So console is another function, is another class available in JavaScript which allows you to log to the console. So if I want to log something, I can just call this function and pass in a parameter, which is the text that you want to print. So we can do the hello world here. So now the function is ready. This is the definition of the function, and if you want to execute it, you have to call the function using the function name. So using the function name and parentheses and a semicolon. So your function is ready. Now if you want to run this code, come to the terminal, just type in node and the name of the file. What's happening here? Why is it not printing? Okay, I think I didn't save it at that time. So just do command save or control save on your machine. Save the file, and Node ran the script, and you can see like hello world. So there's an extra step. Okay, and also you can use npm start. Okay, so if you want to use npm start, you need to, so in Node.js, in the package.json, there is a script field, so you can just give some scripts here. So basically we know that node and the file name will run the script, so we can just make this package.json do the same thing. So we can just give it a script like this, and if you want to run it, you can use npm start. What happened here? Sorry, again you had to save it. npm start. Yeah, so it started the nvm, it ran the script, and it printed hello world. So this is a basic JavaScript project. We have the package.json file and index.js is the program. We ran the program. So now you saw how to install Node.js and how to install Visual Studio Code on top of it. So when we install Visual Studio Code after you have Node.js in your machine, it automatically detects the runtime and all those stuff, and it lets you run the program. So we use npm init, the command, to create a node project, and we just wrote a small program and executed it. So that's it. This is the setup that we need to execute our to create any JavaScript project, and also we can use the same thing for our WebdriverIO project that we are going to look in further videos. Thank you.